Hello, YouTube. Hello. How are you doing? I'm starting a new dwarf fortress. This is Cryptbeards XXVI. It's very exciting, isn't it? Ooh, fresh new start. A whole new world. Amazing stuff. I've just created one. It took a little while. It chugged, but we're there now. We're at year 500. I didn't want to make it last too long because, you know, I left it to the last minute to generate anyway, and if I'd tried to make a 1,000-year world, I mean, this stream would have started at 1 AM. And it is 1:45 now, so that's actually not that much longer. Maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have just invested the extra quarter of an hour in and gone whole hog. But no, we're going to start playing instead. Here we go. We're going to play Dwarf Fortress. We're going to play in Angsturstrasp, folder region 1. And we're going to build ourselves an interesting little embark because I've decided that rather than going with the vanilla 7 dwarves, I'm actually going to give myself a larger contingent of dwarves. I've looked up the dfhack command for it. And on this screen, if I type in, bear with me, this is where the magic happens. If I type in the arcane commandment, hang on, just got to maximise this window. That's not part of the commandment. Don't type that in if you're trying to follow along at home. In dfhack, type start dwarf and then the number of dwarves you want to start with. So I'm going over there right now. Here we go. Spellcasting. STARTDWARF. An intriguing spell name. Spelled it right? Yes, I did spell it right. That's good. Space. And here we go. How many dwarves am I going to start with? The last time I did this, I started with 40 dwarves, which is a lot of dwarves to prepare for the embark with, but it does cover most of the bases for what roles you will want to fulfill in the fortress. Now, I also want to try doing a little bit of the old mine cartage and a few other bits and bobs in the fortress, so maybe what I should do is give myself 2 military squads, a squad of 10 miners who can level up to legendary mining, and then so they can be used as a 3rd military squad, and then what's that? It's 30. Another. Should we start with 50 dwarves? Should we start halfway to 100? I don't know. Does anyone in chat have any ideas? What are the thresholds that chat endorses? Is there any opinion out there floating? 50 dwarves is fine, says Dave Velociraptor. Don't be too emphatic, Dave. Don't have too strong an opinion. That's fine. 50 dwarves. Well, I mean, what the hell? Well, the thing is, that's just the start number of dwarves. You will still get migrants with 50 embarked dwarves. We could start with 240 dwarves, and that would absolutely guarantee no migrants in the future. But I feel like it makes sense to start with a sub-migration threshold number, right? We want some new people to turn up, you know. Gives us the opportunity to get vampires and stuff. Excuse me. Keeps things exciting. Excuse me. Okay, we'll go with 50. 50 dwarves is fine. Why not? So start dwarf. 50. That is the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. What else should I do? Should I up my number of points? I don't think I will. I'm starting with 10,000 points, which is a lot more than you start with in vanilla anyway. So, sudden intake of breath, and then, oh my goodness, so stunned it broke the camera. Fucking hell. I look very surprised, don't I? Horrified even. We'll leave it like that for a minute and we'll fix it in a second. So, I'm not starting with any extra points from what I've given myself already. Let's take a look for a location. Can we all... hello, Rufflepaz. Oh, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And yes, we are getting a new game. We're setting up a whole new world. A whole new world. With a 50 dwarf embark. So we're going to make this something special. I'm going to try and hit the ground running and just bang, 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 get the game going. I'm not sure I'm going to go for the overland build. If we find a site that calls to me, that beckons and says, "Build on my surface, do not delve too deep, merely scratch on my skin." If it says that to me, then I'll be like, oh my god, I'm hallucinating. But I will also decide to build on the surface. But if I don't see a site that really calls out for a surface thing, then I'm not going to be too fussed. First of all, we'll use my standard technique for exploring. We're going to go to the top left corner, and then we're going to scan across and find all the volcanoes. We've got a volcano here. This could be a potential site. Let's have a look around it. So we've got mountain biome, and what's this? Badlands. Badlands and mountain. I mean, starting with 50 dwarves does give us an advantage over the what's the word? Enhanced, engorged, expanded, swollen. Is that a word we can use? I mean, I have this embiggened embark, and maybe this will give me some benefits if I try to embark in harsher environments. But then again, maybe I don't want to get too fruity. Maybe I want to try my big old embark and then come back for the next round on somewhere that actually poses a challenge. Because I want to get an established fort. Really what I want is another fortress where we get loads of adamantine. That's the dream scenario. That's the true hope. Excuse me, should we fix this camera? Because I look pretty fucking startled there. I don't look happy at all, do I? Over to the camera, here we go. Deactivate, reactivate. There we go, now I look a lot less distressed. Back to Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so again, this one, how many biomes? Just one. Tropical moist broadleaf forest. But it is also sinister, so I don't think we want to go there. Let's not fuck with that. Let's go somewhere a little bit less sinister. How about this place? Where's the volcano here? Interesting. Little island with a coastal volcano. I mean, we're going to have trouble getting any trade on this little island here, but tropical ocean with a volcano on it. And what's our other biome? Tropical moist broadleaf forest with a light aquifer. Interesting. I would have assumed an island like that would have a pretty heavy aquifer. Sodden, indeed. Dank. Eye of Bondera, give me dank beyond dank. So we could go to another one here, the Scorching Badlands in the Ignoble Waste, but I'm not interested in these little places. For the sake of completeness, I'm going to take a little peek at some of these island volcanoes that we've got here. But to be honest, I'm not really excited for them. Unless something interesting pops up here. Tropical Savannah? It's a tropical savanna island. Nah, we lose too much from the lack of trade. We lose too much. I mean, and we're going to have trouble feeding 50 dwarves from the get-go. We're going to have to be on it. On it like a car bonnet, as they never say, because it's pronounced bonnet. Let's have a look over here. What do we got here? More tropical moist broadleaf forest. This one is terrifying. So perhaps the brook nearby is called the Veiled Ulcer. Lovely. Hello, Druidsmead. Just want to embark with a river, volcano, iron, fluxstone, elves, goblins, humans, no aquifer, not asking much. And trees. Yes, just a few things. But you know what? I don't think I am asking for too much. I feel like there is a reasonable chance that I will find a fortress, or at least a location for a fortress, that will give me what I want. Yeah, give me what I want. What's this one? This is up in the Badlands again. We already looked at that with this one. How about here? What have we got going on here? Tropical coniferous forest. The brook is called and the volcano is called the Cinder of Smith. So that's interesting. It's not terrifying or sinister, but it does look to be pretty close to a naughty little biome. If we come up here, this is all tropical coniferous forest. Scorching, heavily forested, thick wilderness. I'm not sure we can handle this. I'm not sure we've got the chops. We don't have the suitable accoutrement for this thing to do. For this thing to happen. Let's go down here. What have we got here? Tropical Shrubland, also hot. A little less hot though, not so great. Not so terrible, sorry. It's got a brook called Leafy Showers, and the volcano's called the Frunk of Demons. Demenses? Who knows? Can I zoom in and out to see what that says? Nope. The game has no interest in expanding. No, don't be silly. Okay, so there's a maybe. It's not exciting me. It's not turning me on. It's not causing me to reach furtively into my undergarments. But, you know what? I think at the moment it's the best we've got. So let's continue to look around and see if we can find anything better. Let's see if we can find a Dwarf Fortress embark site that does cause at least one person in chat to reach into their undergarments, whether furtively or not. Some of you may well be perfectly happy to openly grope your own genitalia in public, to which I say, please stop. That's not allowed on Twitch. Please. The Dune of Locks, more Badlands. I wonder if it's the kind of locks that were in Lost. I wonder if there'll be a load of... what was his name? Terry O'Quinn? Terry O'Quinn? Was that his name? There'll be a load of him on the island. Or at least at the fortress. We're obviously not doing island embarks. I've just said that. Come on, scoundrel. Come on. Right, why can't I move the little embark window? That's interesting. Have I got caps lock on? Nope. Oh, I see. It's notes. Oh, I've gone into the notes bloody menu. God, fucking notes. Stop it with your notes game. Come on. Okay, so what do we got here? This is like a city of some kind. We don't need that right next to us, do we? That seems like a poor choice for location. Although, Temperate Shrubland, not the worst place to embark. We've got 3 biomes actually. Temperate Shrubland, Badlands and Mountain. It's an interesting nexus of biomes, but I'm not so sure we're going to go with it. Let's check down here. What have we got? The Umbral Spine, City of Horns, Just Fountains. It's got a light aquifer. Only 1 biome, because it's a mountain. I really should move the thing. There we go. Oh, okay. Rocky Wasteland here. More Rocky Wasteland, I'll wager. Yeah, Rocky Wasteland, and that's it. This one's Temperate Shrubland. Still very hot. I would like us to embark on a nice, warm, if not cool, a nice cool embark. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Nowhere where the water on the surface evaporates so everything dies, and nowhere where everything freezes. That would be a problem. That would be a terrible problem. Hello, Righteous. Yes, new fort. Hello, Plutonium Juicers. Welcome back. And Dragonfire. Hello, a minute. I've been ignoring chat for ages. What's going on here? Hello, everybody. Sorry for ignoring you all as you came in. A volcano with iron is what I usually settle for. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind a volcano with iron, because it would be nice to go through the process of creating iron for once, rather than just duping it all the time. Also, in the interest of keeping the frame rates high, just so we know, this fortress, this world only has 2 cavern layers. I took out the 3rd cavern layer to keep things a little bit spicy, a little bit faster. Are there any existing structures you could invade and occupy? I don't know. I suppose we could look for some necromancers' towers or something, but I feel like they're going to be awkward. I mean, you're going to need to take an actual army of 50 rather than just 20 mill boys, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm an absolute fool. I wish you would try and volcanoless embark for once for variety and different challenges. I suppose, but I just fucking love volcanoes. I can't help myself. Honestly, Plutonium Jesus, I understand your sentiment. I truly do. I really understand how you feel. It's just that I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't. There's just something about those spires filled with hot, sloppy stone that makes me think, yes. Hey. Oh. Excuse me. True, magma forges and duping could be considered a crutch, I suppose. Might consider a 3x3 embark for much greater FPS. Could do. Anyway, let's keep looking. I mean, give me some ideas. Tempt me with some suggestions that are non-volcanic in nature. Put something out there on the psychological, the mental, the, imaginary table. Give me some notions of what could be interesting to look for other than a volcano. Because one of the things that having a volcano does is makes the site selection process quicker. Because it narrows down the range of sites nicely on any size map. You just go, here are the volcanoes, check the sites out, very good. Once we take volcanoes off the table, the options become myriad. Every square of the map becomes a potential location to embark. Do we want that? I don't think we necessarily do, because, I mean, come on, some of you must have noticed by now it takes me a while to make a decision. Right, anyway, Rocky Wasteland, Temperate Grassland, Temperate Savannah. Meh, let's go through these nice and quick. Healing Points, Temperate Savannah, Mountains, could be good. Oh, no, the volcano itself is mountain locked. This site volcano is not mountain locked, but probably may as well be. The Beak of Cities. Interesting. We've got 3 biomes though, so mountain, and temperate shrubland. Warm. You know what? When it comes to volcano embarks, this actually looks like it could be... fudge knuckle, I've missed it here. This actually could be quite an interesting little embark. Big mountain biome with a little nubbin of trees coming in. Little nubbin of shrubland. What do you reckon? Anyone? I'm intrigued by this place. I like it. I will call it... Well, I'm not going to call it, but I'm going to remember where it is by seeing 2 volcanoes and then a square root V volcano. There's no way that won't stick in my mind. There's no way I won't remember that. But I do know that it's in the left-hand side. The scoundrel can't go without volcanoes and cage traps. Well, cage traps maybe. I must admit, weapon traps when they've gone in, they've not excited me as much as cage traps. Cage traps at least... I'll tell you what, we'll do a deal. Cage traps means fighting pits. This time, you can't have a cage trap without also the infrastructure for fighting pits. Does that sound good? Does that sound like a compromise worth making? Does that sound like something that could tilt this towards entertainment rather than boredom? Interesting idea. Near a tower or the coast, salty water's hard. That does sound a little bit tough. We've got 3 or 4 coasts on this one though. I mean, could find a volcano on the coast. You know, that's an option as well. That's also an option. What do you get? Okay, sand, beaches, crashing waves, friendly crustaceans, zombie whales. Oh my goodness, they sound problematic. Let's come right down into the coast. Let's see if we've got any actual coastal volcanoes before I start going, oh, that doesn't necessarily rule out volcanoes. It does rule out volcanoes. We don't have any coastal volcanoes. Which, I must admit, now that the coastal thing has been mentioned, does disappoint me slightly. I mean... What do we do? Where do we go? I mean, we could go coastal. Savannah coast. Rocky wasteland coast. Temperate grassland. Excuse me. The decisive ocean. No thinking, no quandaries about what it is. It's definitely an ocean. It's not a sea. It's not a lake. It's not a pond. It's not a puddle. It's an ocean. Deal with it. Deal with its oceanic nature, motherfucker. Sorry, a little bit too aggressive there. What's this? Joyous Wilds, the Lavender Hills. Temperate Savannah in the... It's also got a little bit of, what's this here? Badlands. Joyous Badlands. That's weird. Oh, I see. No, they're just untamed wilderness. Not actual joyous areas. Not the worst embark ever. Not the worst. I mean, there's a chance, of course, in a blue biome that you might end up with a unicorn. Not that I'm particularly excited by the idea of unicorns, really. They're not my faves. The Spike of Language. Another name for Babel's Tower, perhaps, or the Tower of Babel. You don't disable aquifers on World Gen. No, not always. I've never dealt with an aquifer properly, like the OG way. Usually what I do is I find an aquifer area, if I have to have an aquifer area, that's got a bit of mountain biome, and usually with the mountain biome you can just dig straight through it down and the aquifer's not there. Because the mountain goes deep, deep down, underground. I'm not too fussed about the river, to be honest. If we can get somewhere with underground water, that's cool. This site did tickle me. It did give my gooch a little nudge, so to speak, metaphorically. I mean, not literally. Heavens above, madness. Let's go to a 3x3. I mean, this has promise. If we go like this... Oh! Careful there, scoundrel. You've got to look at the keyboard and press the right buttons. See, I quite like this arrangement here. 3x3 is small, though. It runs a very strong risk of not getting any old adamantine. And I would like a bit of adamantine. Let's have a look at our biomes here. Mountain, mountain, temperate shrubland. Also, it's 2 separate mountain ranges. Interesting. Clay, little soil, deep metal. See, there's no aquifer here at all, so there could be problems actually acquiring water. How absurd does a long, thin embark site sound? Could we potentially have one that goes gets the river? How many that would be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8x1 embark is technically one less square than this 3x3. And it's one of those mountain rivers as well, which probably doesn't really give much access to any invaders. Because I like this little bottleneck idea we've got going on here. I mean, it may not actually be like that. It may be possible for them to cavort all over the mountains without me being able to do anything about it. But this is very tempting. It's very, very tempting. I'm also tempted by coastal, though. We haven't done coastal before. But I mean, can we do it with just a bit of coast? Is that enough? Could we do it on a desert coast? Is there a desert coast knocking around just for sand? I'm presuming yellow is desert. Could be wrong. It's not. It's temperate conifer forest. Shrubland. What's the symbol for desert here? Savanna, grassland, mountain, temperate savanna, temperate freshwater marsh. Come on. Tundra. No. Tundra mountain. See, the freezing water thing is an issue. Ideally, we want to avoid that. What have we got down here? This is a necromancer tower. I think it is, yeah. Oh, here we go. The little double tilts are sand deserts. The safe desert. It's cold. Interesting. A cold desert. I suppose it is a thing, isn't it? I mean, there's loads of cold deserts. You just, always think of the Sahara during the day. There's another sand desert here. The primitive desert. As opposed to the complex desert. It's just regular, basic, primitive sand. Wiki copy pasta. There is one adamantine vein generated in every 2x2 embark grid randomly placed. Thus, every 16x16 region square has exactly 64 veins. Oh, okay. So if I take 2x2, even then I still get adamantine. Okay. I don't know. Has anybody spotted any features on the world map they want investigating here? I mean, we got this one monolithic mountain range rising up from the bottom of the map, which doesn't really seem to have any... No, there's a teeny weeny bit of mountain gubbins up here, but other than this area around here, we're not really seeing much in the way of mountains. It's got temperate savanna, shrubland, forests as we go along. This little band here. Got oceans, rocky wastelands. It's quite varied for a small world. There's quite a bit going on here. How many civilizations have we got here, actually? Let's think about it. We've got dwarves, goblins, elves, humans. Okay. So if we go to these ones, of course, no neighbours, nothing, no war. That could be interesting. And maybe we should do a little island. Little island embark with 50 dwarves. Can it be done? Can you tab the left map to see the terrain heights? That often reveals cool waterfalls and such. This one. How is there... Oh, I'm sorry. For a second there I thought I was looking at the open ocean and wondered how there could be a terrain elevation, but of course, don't be silly, scoundrel. That's not how it works. You were looking at an island. You dingleberry. See, here's the site that I've got the hard on for. Are there any other exciting sites? Yeah, we've gone beyond paused. We haven't even begun. We haven't even started. The next one with the numbers. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Flat slopes, low cliffs, medium cliffs. So it's the slopage. It's the slopiness. Slopiness, slopiness. It's not the fastest penis. Oh my god, what am I doing? So this square here is where my... Okay, it's high cliffs all over the show. Very high cliffs on that area, so there's not really much scope for enemy incursion from the surface, but you know, maybe we'll come back and do that site after we've done this other site. Let's have a little look around. Any interesting? 0. Flat. I'm assuming that's some sort of river there, right? Oh, it is. Ah, it's like in that moment in the Matrix where you can suddenly see all the people in the green text. Well, he can, not everybody. Just hit random and take it like a man. Are you off your tits? Does anybody else in chat want a random embark for Cryptbeards XXVI? The quarter hundoist of the Cryptbeards fortresses? I mean, if people were interested in seeing a random one, I suppose we could do it. I suppose we could. Is there a button to choose a random one? Oh, if we press the F one, we can look at candidates. That's interesting, isn't it? Here we go. So, we want a fluxstone layer. Ideally. We want metal. No. Yeah, we want metals. It'd be nice to have a bit of soil. No, actually, let's not make it too complex to find. Shallow metals, deep metals, fluxstone. I think we're good, right? Are we? River, maybe? Let's see what it finds. Enter, do search. There you go. Find me some embarks. Anyan says, several hours of gameplay before the game is unpaused, then you decide you don't like how the embark looks in local map after it's pretty normal DF experience. That's true. Sometimes you do look at it on the world map and go, ooh, seems interesting. Then when you get there, you're like, oh, fucking hell, it's boring. I don't like it. Ah, okay. Rimworld has a random start. Oh, that's stronger than I thought. Rimworld has a random start, but Old Dwarf Fortress doesn't. Old Dwarf Fortress, that old Dwarf Fortress. I'd like one with neighbours. Wish he would press E. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's have a little look. It's E here. Embark. Oh, right, okay. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. Close your eyes and point somewhere. Oh, God. I mean, that's madness, though. Absolute fucking insanity. Total bonkers madness. Okay, we're going to go... Alright, fuck it. Coastal. Coastal it is. I have to pick a C. Okay, now I can't even see what's going on. What the fuck? There we go. So I need to pick an ocean. Let's clear this fucking flashing madness because it's doing my eyes in. Pick an ocean. I'm not going to go for a haunted, terrifying embark. So that ocean up there is no good. We could go for a joyous ocean. Nice little happy place. But we can't because it's not quite close enough. Damn. Doesn't quite make it up to the water's edge. What about down here? What's all this? We've got rivers. Temperate Shrubland. The Steps of Strapping. Hello. That sounds a little bit saucy. The Temperate Saltwater Marsh seems a bit... The Vigorous Murk. Okay. Snodubcum. Okay. This is always the hardest part for me, deciding where to go. Steps of Strapping again. Hello, Bahuntone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. You catch me having been... Well, goaded's the wrong word. Cajoled, perhaps, into making a fabulous beach embark. So let's give that a crack. What about here? This is near to where I want it to go. Let's come down a bit. Temperate ocean. Temperature warm. Hang on. Let's quickly pop that way. Get a little bit of ocean in the bottom corner. Temperate shrubland. Seem good? It's going to be flat. Also kind of forces a surface build as well. Well, not totally. Not totally. We could do some digging. Okay. Okay, we've been going long enough. We've been doing it for half an hour. Let's pick this site here. Does this sound good? Oh, hang on. Sand, very deep soil, and deep metal. Ah, shit. Do we want to... A shows what metals are there. Okay. I embark assistant info. Oh, too much. Go away. F find embark. Okay, a little bit too much again. Let's. Can we see anything else? Does it tell me specifically what metals are there? How do I do that? Yeah, that's Dave. I appreciate. Yes, it is better to find a site that I like. But remember, we've had fortresses that have lasted hours, so don't be surprised if I do fuff a fortress up pretty badly. Just because we start on the beach doesn't mean it's going to last. It may get destroyed by any number of circumstances before it really gets bedded in. On the left, silver, copper... Oh! What an idiot. So, silver, copper, lead. Oh, so okay, let's go around the coast. Marble, lead, zinc, copper. No. Okay, so we're looking for old iron on the coast. Oh, piss off. Lead, aluminium, marble. Gold, silver, copper, lead, marble, silver. Let me just quickly check that volcano site I like the look of. Silver, copper, lead, marble. Okay, so it didn't really have anything more exciting. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the right location? It's not. Oh, it is. Okay, they didn't really have anything exciting there. Let's just quickly go through the volcanoes and see if any of them have got iron. Because that's really what we want. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Iron, gold, silver, copper, tin, lead, aluminium, marble, cassiterite, clay loam, human neighbours, goblin neighbours, the mythical planet, the land of shadow. Not... Oh, it is a bit... That's true. No elves. That is true. That is a good sign. Do we go here though? Do we go with the rocky wasteland, or do we go try and get that one square? We can't go with the rocky wasteland, can we? We need to get as much fucking chance of some trees to make beds as we can. Seems a little tree nude, doesn't it? What about up here? What have we got here? These are very hot, aren't they? Let's keep moving over. Come on. Oh, 7 waterfalls. What the hell? How have we managed 7 waterfalls here? Maybe we could make some kind of resort. So, Badlands. What else we got? F2, Temperate Grassland. Okay, so it's sparse trees, aquifer water, it's all sand, but apparently there are 7 waterfalls within the... Oh right, not even... Is that what it is? Is that what it's saying? Is that actually saying 7 waterfalls? Because it's got to be here, if that's what's going on, because we go... Oh, fuck off. Get rid of your notes. So if we come down, there it disappears. And we go up and it reappears. And there it... oh, okay, so it's not that little bit per se, it's this bit here. We go over this way. Oh, it's still got it. The waterfalls must be along this... Yeah, they must be along this bit here. Interesting. Loads of... I'm sorry, I'm getting all excited by these waterfalls, but no iron. No iron means no embargo. What about this place? Got iron here? This volcano does have iron, and it is a joyous embark, which is interesting. But the iron is very much in this Badlands quadrant, isn't it? How's that? Iron, gold, silver, copper, marble, fire, clay. Interesting. Humans, elves, and goblins. It's difficult to... We've got scarce and sparse trees, joyous wilds and untamed wilds. Okay, we go in here. We got the option for steel here, so we're doing it here. We'll stick with it as it is, although I could go short and long. How about that? Up. Still got iron? Not like that, you fucking spam handler. There we go. Oh, Christ. Right. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 2. It's quite big, isn't it? That's true, it's true. Let's go here. I like this. I like what I've done. Let's do it. Let's go to embark. Here we go. Embark. Bang. We're doing it. A light aquifer. That's fine. That's fine. So we're going to prepare for the journey carefully because, of course, I've brought 50 dwarves with me. So that means quite a while before we get into the old thing. The first thing is we're going to take 10 miners and we're going to make them good miners. But you know what we're also going to do? Apart from just making them proficient miners from the get-go, actually it's a fucking sandy level. Let's all just give them just one, and they'll build up their skills naturally. They'll do it. It won't matter. They won't need to turn up with a shitload of points in mining because it will be easy to level. Put the points in something nice, something fun, something non-frivolous yet enjoyable. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's also name the group while we're here. The Blotted Wheel. The Violet Portal. The Scarlet Irons. The Vestibule of Cresting. The Doors of Scarring. The Skinny Diamonds. The Tattooed Orbs. The Scorching Death Sack. Bang! I think we found our group name. Exciting, isn't it? I like it. This is a lovely name. We're sticking it. We're sticking with the Scorching Death Sack. And for our fortress, of course, we're going to be going, not with Talktorbs. Come on. We're going with Cryptbeards. Where are we? Clear. How do I... E, there we go. CRYPT. Crypt. Momos Durand. Let's see. E. Beards. Cryptbeards, motherfucker. Good. Okay, so we've named the place Cryptbeards. We've named our fortress, the Burning Sack of Death, whatever it was called. I forget. Okay? Forgive me. Anyway, where were we? That's it. Death Sack sounds like a death metal band. It has a certain something about it, doesn't it? Hello, Vizek. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I like a nice death sack too. It's like a little bag full of hand grenades. Anyway, sorry, I got a little excited there. So, our 10 miners that we put here. Can I give them C for customize? Customize profession name. Miner. Bang. There we go. Escape. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. We can do this all the way through. So, C, customize profession name. M-I-N-E-R. Bosh. Lovely. Okay, it's going to take a little while, but we can do this. Okay? Let's put a little bit of work in up front, rather than spending ages trying to fix things in post, as we have done with so many of these fortresses. This time we're going to go in, everyone's going to know what they're doing, who they are, it's going to be fine. Also, we can start doing nicknames on this screen, so if anyone wants to claim a particular dwarf we see, feel free. Feel free. So that's another miner. This one's not a peasant. He's a motherfucking miner. That's right. There we go. And another one. C-P-M-I-N-E-R. Boop. Escape. And let's do it again. C-P-M-I-N-E-R. Bosh. And again. C-P-M-I-N-E-R. Poof. I don't know why I'm saying poof and boof and bee and biddly 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 biddly, but I am. So you're just going to have to live with it. You're just going to have to live with it, I'm afraid. Nearly there. Final miner. It's the final miner. Mjolnir. Hello. Miner. There we go. So we've got our 10 miners set up. They are named as such. And now we're going to come back in. We're going to see what other skills we can give our miners. What skills should they have in their back pocket, ready to use when not mining? Now, I don't think it should be something vital to the fortress. I feel like it should be something interesting that they can get on with when they're not busy, but nothing that, you know, is going to bottleneck the fortress if they're busy digging. Beekeeping, perhaps? That's a lot of kitties. That's a huge number of kitties. So that's an empty mark. We could make them soapers. We could make them all animal trainers and caretakers. Or maybe we prep them for fighting in the pick-wielding military unit that I will create for them by giving them all fighting skills. Yeah? Because I've got some ideas for my military people. I want to give them like a template of skills, but the thought was everybody gets a little bit of student and teacher, and then give everybody different skills, and hopefully that will make those skills diffuse through the population, at least in that squad. But I don't know if that'll actually work. I'm not entirely sure. So maybe I just give all of the guys fighting. Need at least 10 of a profession for them to request a guild. Maybe 10 weaponsmiths and armourers. Ah! That is an interesting idea, actually. Force the creation of a weaponsmiths and armourers guild. That's not the craziest shit that I have ever heard. I mean, you're going to have to go some if you want to actually state the craziest shit I've ever heard, because I mean, I've heard some crazy shit. But that's actually a pretty clever move. Right, let's find it. Weaponsmith, where are we? Weaponsmith, here we go. So everybody gets a little bit of weaponsmith. Boop. Everybody gets a little bit of armoursmith. Boop. There we go. And then armoursmith, weaponsmith, armoursmith, weaponsmith, armoursmith, weaponsmith, armoursmith, armoursmith, weaponsmith, weaponsmiths, armoursmith. One more. Say it with me. Armoursmith, weaponsmith. There we go. We're done. Whew. So that's nice. So we've got our miners, and they're going to force an armoursmith and weaponsmith guild immediately on embarks, which is nice. I like that. Let's also go down to the actually, let's also give them some fighting. Let's also give them some fighting. Just... And you know what? Not just a bit. Let's give them adequate. Right? Adequate seems fair. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Oh ho ho. Settle down, sir. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. Bosh bosh. There we go. So everyone's got a bit of fighting, everyone's got a bit of weaponsmithing and armour making. So let's make them also, down in the mines, singers? Let's make them all singers. Let's make them like Welsh miners, singing down in the pits with their close harmonies. It's going to be incredible. The acoustics down there in those tunnels are amazing. So every single one of our miners is a proficient singer, like to the point where it's the thing they're best at. There we go. But it won't last for long. Eventually they will end up being amazing miners overall. Can I be the doctor? Dr. Dave Shipman. I suppose you can. High-level teachers with armour use and shield use is a good idea. Okay. That's not the worst idea. That's not the worst idea. Now, I know Sal, maybe not always, but in the past at least, maybe, has paid attention to the personalities of dwarves at Embark and given them suitable positions. Maybe this is a thing that I should be doing. Maybe I should be paying more. Actually, maybe we should give everybody in the fortress a little bit of consoler and pacifier. Because I think consoler and pacifier were, when we did that before, when I gave everybody in the fortress a little bit of, like, you know, social skills to talk people down, we seem to have not that much sort of mental health issues. So maybe that was a good idea? Well, we'll leave the miners as they are for now. Shall we look at some of our people's stats? 412, very rarely sick, weak, clumsy, very slow to heal, petrified wood, what are we doing? Meagre ability with social relationships and poor creativity. God, the Embark dwarves tend to be a rather shitty lot, don't they? They're not the most amazing individuals. She is strong. That's good. Prefers to consume artichoke wine and 2-grain wheat flour, and she absolutely detests worms, so let's not make her a farmer then. Great intuition and a very good feel for social relationships, but an iffy sense for music and very bad sense of empathy and very bad analytical abilities. Okay. Alrighty, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to ease out the interesting things here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to name this one Profession Doctor. There we go. And N, the nickname's going in already. Dr. Dave. Oh, Davey. Is it going to fit? Shopman. Dr. Dave Shipman. L'Oreal the Doctor. There we go. Dr. Dave Shipman, who is now going to be our chief medical dwarf and actually a pretty good diagnostician. Do I want to be a wound dresser? Let's also make him a surgeon, bone doctor, suturer, wound dresser. There we go, that's everything. Oh my goodness. I mean, it would probably have been a good idea to give him some consolation skills and pacification skills maybe, but no, we're just going to make him a doctor. That's what he is, that's what he does, that's why he be. Okay, so who's next? Thickut Zegdodok, the peasant. What are you going to end up being? We've done our miners. We put our doctors into the fortress. Let's have a look at what else is available professionally. Excuse me. So, we don't need miners. We're done with those. We will need a woodcutter / carpenter, but he's not going to be the busiest boy in the world. Here we go. Woodcutter Carpenter. He's going to be starting the fortress off with a little bit of bed making, maybe some light spiked wooden ball production, but beyond that, not a whole lot. So let's make his name different. Let's give his profession a name. Woodboy. There we go. He is the woodboy of the fortress. He does woodcutting, carpenting. What else can we give him as a skill? You know what? I'm going to give him a little skill boost. Make him a proficient carpenter. Maybe also make him a wood burner, just to make him true elfbane. Just to make him the guy that the elves really fixate on when they try and come and trade or war with us. I mean, we could make him trapper, ambusher, butcher, fish dissector, fish cleaner. I mean, he's not going to be busy all the time. He does need some kind of backup bullshit to engage him. He's only going to be chopping down trees and making things out of wood so often. Maybe it's just animal training and caretaking. Have him, there in the background, ready to do those jobs when they turn up. Because so often we end up with caged animals that we're not training or doing anything with. And it seems like a complete fucking waste of time. Go on, Woodboy. So, Cole Udibummer, the peasant. I think that's Udibuma. I like Udibummer. But Udiboomer's not too bad either. Regardless, he's called Cole. What's he going to do? We've got our woodboy, we've got our doctor, we have an array of miners. I think the next thing we want is a mason. But I don't think we only want one mason, do we? We're going to want more than one. I'm going to go for a proficient mason here. And what's his secondary skill? Because I don't think he needs a secondary skill, really. It's not anything practical, because our masons are going to be stuck masoning most of the time. Right? I tell you what, let's not do the mason yet. What we're going to do first is our military. And I'm going to put 20 dwarves in the military, although in these joyous wilds, that might actually be a little bit extravagant. But we're going to do it anyway. So, Cole is going to be our first person. CP. Soldier. Oh, Soldier. Oh my goodness, now there is a Freudian slip. There we go. So he's a soldier. And in that capacity, he's going to require some violence-based skills. We're going to give him fighting, of course. We're going to give him... Where's teaching? Everybody in the group is going to get teaching and learning. Because that's useful. I think that's how it works. Teaching and learning are the skills that push the military skills around, right? If you're spending points on military, army use is the hardest to pick up. Okay, indeed, soldier. A soldier. Only squad leader needs teacher. He'll be doing the demonstrations. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's make Cole our lead teacher. Our lead soldier, rather. We'll give him the teacher skill. Where is he? Where's the fuck? What? It should be here somewhere. We've got the student skill. Is it? Oh, here we go. Teacher. So let's make him a proficient teacher. May as well get him a good start. And with that, we're going to give him armour use. Where's armour use? It's in here somewhere. I should use the page up and page down stuff, shouldn't I? He's a novice. Oh, armour use. There it is, right next to the fighting. Let's put armour user up a bit. Oh, we filled him out. He's a teacher, armour user, and a bit of a fighter. But that's about the size of it. There's not much else going on there. That's okay, though. That's okay. Right, everybody else can have a little bit of student. It's nice, isn't it? A little bit of student. Where is it? Student, 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 student. Give everybody one. Just one little bit of... Whoopsie. Student stuff. Don't want to give anyone too much learning capacity because they may end up becoming a teacher's pet and skewing the results of the education process. And we don't want that. We do not wish that to be. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at that. 10. Except we're having 2 squads. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just check that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. So we've got 20 military dwarves. They've all got a little bit of student skill. Actually, we need to go from the bottom here. Actually, no, we just need to make the first 2 identical so they can be the leaders. So, novice student, you don't want to be a student. You actually want to be a teacher. Ah, clever. There we go, teacher, and then... Wait, that's the one. Question mark? Oh, fart knockers. Put it on the wrong one, haven't I? You're the teacher. There we go. Let's... right, you need to get rid of your teacher skill. Good. And to get yourself a little bit of studentry. That's what we need for you. Student. Okay. And then, once you've done that, you need to get yourself... No, you don't want to be a student. There we go. You want to get yourself some armour use skill. Very useful. Where is it? There it is. 1 level of fighting and whatever we've got left on armour use. Lovely. Okay. So... See, rather than being just a soldier, let's call it soldier lead. Soldier leader, there we go, that makes sense, doesn't it? Soldier leader. This one also soldier leader. CP soldier leader. Leader? Not quite. There we go. And then the rest of them can all have... what do we want them to have? A little bit of everything, really, in terms of... I like the idea of making them swords dwarves to maximise the chance of any adamantine being useful. Hello, Klinadev. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. The dwarves not yet dig. There is no digging going on here at all. Well, I deliberately sent the last dwarves down into Heck, and it made a terrible mess of the fortress. What I've done here is I've set up an embark with 50 dwarves in it to see what happens. So it could be interesting. It could be a tedious, far too easy pile of nonsense. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. As you can see here, I'm working on the 2 military squads that I'm putting in. We've got 2 soldier leaders, and then I want 18 regular soldiers, which of course I should rename before putting all the points in. There we go. So that's, in fact, we'll go down to the bottom soldier and do that one first. CP soldier. There we go. Can I copy paste? I mean, it does seem very unlikely, doesn't it? It feels like Dwarf Fortress is about to turn around to me and laugh in my face, screaming, copy paste, imbecile, idiot, fool. But we'll see, we'll see. Can I shift back? No, I can't. Control C. We'll see if Control V responds by giving us a soldier on this one. As if. As fucking if. Let's type it all out. Soldier. There we go. And another one here. CP soldier. There we go. Nice and easy to figure out who's who once we get in. There we go. Keep going, scoundrel. Come on. Can't take forever. You'll get there eventually. You'll make it. You'll make it. It's going to be a bit of a slog though, isn't it? Typing all this in. Maybe I've set myself a task that should have been done off stream. But whatever. Whatever. What do you want from me? Planning? Preparedness? Good lord, these demands are unreasonable. Wildly unreasonable. Calm down. Everybody settle down. Put your pitchforks back in the barn. Just relax. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but I keep accidentally banging the media buttons on my keyboard on the underside of the dining room table because I'm lifting my legs up and putting them on the chairs on the other side of the table in a not entirely comfortable but fairly comfortable kind of position. It's a bit awkward. Maybe I should try and not put my keyboard under the table. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Soldier. There we go, soldier. Only a few more to go, everybody, he says, realising that this is just the military. This is strictly one part of the fortress. We're nearly there, CP, soldier. There we go. Maybe I should just truncate him to call them all solds or something. Soldier. Am I even spelling soldier right? I'm not entirely sure I'm spelling soldier right. Let's just Google that quickly for a bit of comfort. Where's the Google bar? Soldier. No, spelling it right. A soldier is one who fights as part of a military. A soldier can be a conscripted or volunteer enlisted person, a non-commissioned officer, or an officer. In other definitions, soldiers are military personnel that participate in ground, sea, or air forces, commonly known as armies, navies, and air forces, respectively. How exciting. A little bit of semantics there for you. Very exciting. If you give them a teacher, they'll do demonstrations right off. Is that not ideal? Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Do we not want that to happen? Do we want them to do other things before the demonstrations begin? Or... Let's get these ideas out there. Let's get these ideas out there on the table while the lineup is still malleable. We haven't committed these points 100% yet. We haven't done any such thing. So while the leaders are here, should I be taking away that? Because my theory was give everybody teaching. My old theory was give everybody teaching, give everybody student, and the skills propagate. My new theory was give just the leaders teacher and everyone else student, and the skills will propagate. But it's a big speed up on sparring. You can give teacher and 1 5 skill to each in a squad, and they'll quick train each other up to 5. Okay, so that had So that would mean my initial plan would have worked. Giving them all the skills and giving them each teaching ability would have worked. Ancient Chemist says, "Isn't there a noble that does a lot of teaching? Champion?" Sounds like something that would be there, but I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not sure. Maybe I just give everybody a base fighting skill and let them work up from there. Mind you, fighting does level up fairly quickly. We can make them all ace biters. I don't want to go too crazy with the axe, sword, mace. Those are the ones that we can level up in Fortress. Everybody a level of shield, armour, fighter, wrestler, striker, kicker. This is annoying. This is going to be horrible to put in. I don't want to do this. Actually, if we just go... We can give everybody a level of archer just to make things a bit easier. No, fuck it. Let's not do that. Let's give everybody 2 points in fighter. Oh god, this is going to take fucking forever. Okay, so shield user, armour user, fighter twice, wrestler, striker, kicker, biter, dodger. Done. Good, we'll get there. Dodger, biter, kicker, striker, wrestler. Oh, you little fuckbugger. Wrestler, fighter, armour, shield. Bang. And then we go the other way. Shield, armour, fighter, wrestler, striker, kicker, biter, dodger. Bosh, there's another one. Dodger, biter, kicker, striker, wrestler, fighter, armour user, shield user. Sounds like some kind of nursery rhyme that dwarven children get sung to explain why they're forced into particular professions. That's... there's not actually anything equivalent I can think of in my own society, but something like that. Monday's child is full of, I don't know, bricks. You know the one. You know the one, right? That rhyme that talks about how the day you were born on influences your personality somehow, even though it doesn't seem like there would be any mechanism that could really do that. But hey-ho. Kicker, striker, wrestler, fighter, armor user, shield user. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, 2 fighter, wrestler, striker, kicker, biter, dodger. Dodger, biter, kicker, striker, wrestler, fighter, armor. What? Armor, shield user. There we go. Nearly there. Shield user, armor, fighter, wrestler, striker, kicker, biter, dodger. I should use both hands on my keyboard, shouldn't I? That could speed things up a shade, a touch. Dodger, biter, kicker, striker, wrestler, fighter, armor user, shield user. Gosh, it is a little bit quicker, isn't it? If I do it properly. Yep. Oh no, that one didn't work properly. What have I missed out? Fighter. 2 points in fighter, you fool. Fly, you fool. Nearly there. 3 more to go. Dodger, biter, kicker, striker, not archer. Why would I want an archer? Ugh, bows. Blech. I think I am some kind of fucking elf. No, I jest, of course. There's nothing wrong with bows. I just can't figure them out. I'm a bit of a moron when it comes to that sort of thing. A bit of a buffoon when it comes to the old projectiles. Right, we're all good. Military sorted. Fantastic. So everyone is a teacher plus 1 different thing, like fighter, striker, shield user. I don't do it with squads of 10, but I'll split skills between a couple and teaching, and they'll train the others. They can also train teacher and student in guild halls now, which is spiffy. I have noticed the guild hall thing. I don't know if you were here at the very beginning, Clindedev, but what we've done is we've given the 10 miners, who are sort of my 3rd military squad that should be trained up in mining fairly quickly, we've given all of them a bit of armour smithing and weaponsmithing, even though they're not technically my armour smiths and weaponsmiths, which will force the formation of a guild, causing the skill to spread low-key through the fortress really quickly, which means the chances of getting an armour mood or a weapon mood is pretty high. Very exciting stuff. With that in mind, now we've done all our soldiers, let's make our next person our chief armourer. What other classes of dwarf can we have? Because look, we've got so many dwarves. Oh shit, we don't. I've put 31 dwarves in, meaning we have 19 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright then, fuck you maths. 17. I read years ago making squads of 2 with no teacher-student maximises sparring or reduces demonstrations. Also, if there's 10 biters, will they request a biters guild? That would be nice, but Plutonium Jesus has pointed out that biting is not a profession. And maybe for a food critic, it is. In a way. In a very roundabout, sort of floppily defined manner. There was a period, says Clindedev, when you wanted to reduce demonstrations in favour of sparring, but that's been years. Now, if they're gathering in big groups, demonstrations are quicker for low levels. And once everyone's around the same levels, demonstrations stop anyway. Oh, okay. Is that recent though? Because I remember when we first had that, when we first got guild halls introduced, we had an armoursmiths guild and a weaponsmiths guild, and they were just pinging. Oh no, the reason everyone got so high was because that was the mood. That was where they got mooded, and that put their skill up. Okay, yeah, that explains why I had hundreds of level 20 armoursmiths running around. Right, so with this many people left, we need to start thinking about other things. We've got our military, we've got our miners. Hello? There's nobody there. Kids? No one's out there. Anyway, where was I? We've got our military, we've got our miners, we've got our doctor. I suppose the next thing we want... We've got our woodcutter as well, haven't we? The next thing we want were those masons. So, let's get ourselves a couple of masons, maybe. A few more support medical. Ooh, I don't know about that, Druidsmeet. Do we need more? I mean, he's already a fairly generalist doctor, capable of dealing with most situations. We'll see. We'll see what the numbers are like. Let's do a mason. He's not going to need any extra stuff in there, so we'll give him something else to keep him busy. Actually, let's not give him any sort of like job skills, because masons, I mean, they're busy. They're busy enough as it is. So, with that in mind, I am going to give him a secondary skill of percussionist, maybe? Speaker, reader, poet, writer, wordsmith, observer, concentrator, schemer, pacifier, consoler, comedian, conversationalist, intimidator, liar, negotiator. I have to give them something interesting. There's a few too many interesting skills, and now I can't make my mind up. Bugger. We could make him a very funny mason, couldn't we? Make him a comedian. I'm gonna make him a... You know what? Let's make all of our dwarves with professions that give them a load of skill points left over. Let's make them great singers, and let's also make him... What other instrument? Let's make him a percussionist. Why not? He's a mason. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense that he would be very good at bagging things in a sort of musical instrument way, not in the dirty way. Where are we going? Where is our skill here? Percussionist. There we go. Bosh, he's a skilled percussionist. And we also need to give him a profession, don't we? Stoneworker. There we go. I mean, actually, let's be a bit more sensible and call him a mason. Makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go. Mason. Do we want 2 masons? I'm going to put 2 masons in because that's just the kind of guy I am. There we go. There's our second guy. He's going to be a skilled percussionist. He's going to be a proficient singer. And let's get him his masonry skill too. There we go. Bingo. Done. So 2 masons, a doctor, a woodcutter / carpenter, 20 soldiers, 10 miners. We're nearly onto the last page of dwarves here. I think now we've got our masons, woodcutters, we've got a lot of basics covered. We're going to need our mechanic, I suppose. It'd be nice. One dude gets a mood, teaches the others, but only to, I think, the level below him. Still, that's a powerful thing. If someone gets a mood and then people start jumping up to just below his level, that's some power leveling right there. What if something happens to the singular suturer? That is a good point, but we'll do our best. I'm sure someone will sign up. It's not like we're not going to get any immigrants with this. We'll have migrants coming along all the time. I don't have a trader appraiser. That's a good point. Let's do that. Let's do that next. So trader appraiser. There's the appraisal skill. It's going to be down the bottom somewhere, isn't it? Speaker, reader, musician, wordsmith, schemer, pacifier, comedian. Here we go. Appraiser. Negotiator. There we go. Ready for the trading job, which we're going to put in your title. Trader. Trader. There we go. Good. So we've got our trader now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got twice as many dwarves here as we would have on a standard embark left over. So let's do some good with them. Let's find something that we do want in our fortress. I'm thinking there's a lot of sand about. It might be nice to have glass makers. That might be cool. Holy shit, we need food. We need a grower. We also need... do we want herbalists to collect as well? Do we want to make it a grower herbalist? I could make it a grower brewer. Let's go grower herbalist. There we go, that's good enough for me. Let's make this a farmer. Question mark. What's going on here? Mana perfect? Oh no, fuck off. What? What happened there? Try again. CP. No. I was in the wrong thing. CP, there we go. Farmer. There we go. Get one decent engraver to keep training in the background. A legend engraver is a nice thing. You know what? Engravers don't take that long to train up, actually. I have to say, you give them one big room to engrave, and by the end of it, they're pretty damn good at it. A very good architect will design better quality buildings with more happy thoughts. Okay, that's not a bad idea. You need several cooks, brewers, and growers to keep things going. That's probably a good point. Let's go with... Here's our grower herbalist. Okay. This one is a grower brewer. This one is a... What the fuck? Stop that. Is a grower cook. And then we make all of them farmers. Even though that technically doesn't really cover what they do. That's fine though. That's fine. Farmer, farmer, farmer. Bish, bash, bosh. Lovely. So we're starting. We should probably start with. I can't remember. Was there a volcano on this embark? Was there even a volcano on this embark? I can't remember. Well, I mean, growing is going to be quite important just to get us going, isn't it? Because like, that first period is going to be a real issue if we can't get any food. We can take quite a bit with us, but, I mean, starvation is a bit of a spectre. Bit of a spectre hanging over the fortress. Right, okay, so... Maybe I'll do a few more farm workers. Let's do it. Let's do farmer cooks. Grower. Cook. There we go. Yeah, herbalists. Nice little stopgap. Actually, what we do is if we come down, it doesn't have to be a proficient cook to start with. We can give them a little bit of herbalism. Just to... get them... Wait, what? Yeah, that's it. Just to get them in the mood. Herbalist? Yeah, herbalist already, herbalist. Okay, that's the farm squad. Jesus Christ, farmer. There we go. Okay, that's the farm squad, leaving us with this many dwarves. What do we need next? I'm thinking, well, we want... We're going to need a mechanic, obviously. Me being the trap-loving motherfucker that I am. So we'll do that. Make mechanic and an architect. Building designer. I think I keep hearing my nose go squeak and make a noise, and I keep thinking it's one of my kids behind me. It's very off-putting. There we go. So hopefully that's blown out the whistle maker. So, next one. What did I do him? Architect Mechanic. Well, we'll call him... Archmech. There we go, Archmech. Excellent. Okay, next. Well, we want an armorsmith. We want to get a good head start. Lovely. Do we make him an armorsmith and weaponsmith? Let's. And then once we got that, let's say CP Smith. Just call him a Smith. Fantastic. The fun could start immediately. We've only got 50 though. It's not 80 dwarves. It's 50 dwarves. I think. Fairly confident it's 50 dwarves. Right, okay, so we've got our smith. So, peasant-wise, what are we going to do with these last few peasants? Don't need miners, don't need woodcutters, don't need carpenters, don't need masons. Could put some engraving in. Well, that's fairly easy to... It's not my highest priority, smoothing and engraving. But we'll have one engraver who's also a singer, because why not? We'll make all of our dwarves quite interested in singing. Why not? Come on, engraver, singer. There we go. Lovely. Olon, the peasant. We need to make this guy a name. Engraver. There we go. Olon. What do we give Olon as a task? I'm looking at these lists of jobs, and I am not seeing a lot of jobs. Not seeing a lot of jobs, rather. Singing a lot of jobs. Do I go for glass makers? I mean, glass could be an interesting material for this fortress. We did go fairly heavy on it last time. We didn't really build much out of it. What's this going on here? 50 dwarves, 30 cats. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe fewer cats. Maybe fewer cats. I only need the 2, really. Hammerman, Maceman, Spear Dwarf, Soper. That might be handy, but that'll eventually turn up. We could always... It doesn't need to be high quality from the get-go. I mean, cheese making and milking could be useful, actually, if we... Yeah, actually, here's a plan. So, butcher, tanner. So we've got a butcher, tanner, right? Okay. Slash leather worker? Or is that going too far? You know what? I don't think we need a tanner. Let's go with the butcher. Let's make him a good butcher. And we'll also make him a... I mean, gelder kind of goes in there, doesn't it? Let's make him a gelder. Why not? That's a bit too much. We don't need to be great. A novice gelder. Not the kind of gelder you want gelding you, but I suppose those who get gelded don't get to choose the gelder. The geldee does not choose the gelder. Do we want him also shearing and spinning? Because I feel like if we take the right combination of animals, we've got food fairly well covered from the outset with a bit of cheese making. Butcher, gelder, animal caretaker with a bit of like nice contrast in his roles. Maybe? I don't know. Milker cheesemaker has a certain I want to be a separate person thing. Let's make him a tanner. Fuck it. Butchering, tanning and gelding. Fine. Butcher. There we go. That'll do. That covers enough of it. Okay, Geshud. We don't need a butcher. We don't need a tanner. I don't need a leather worker. I'm not really interested in animal fish and whatnot at the moment. Did we pick a coastal site? I don't think we did in the end, did we? Fish cleaner. Well, we want a cheesemaker. We want a milker. Fantastic. CP dairy. There we go. Dairy worker. Next, we want a shearer, spinner. CP. What do we call that? Call it a spinner, even though they do the shearing as well. We've got 4 more dwarves left. What have we got? Glassmaker would be nice, seeing as we can have one, and well, because there's some skills left over, we'll make them also a lovely singer. Isn't that lovely? There we go. Bosh. A lot of people in this fortress appear to be formally trained singers. We do have an architect, but they're also our mechanic, so it might make sense to also bung in another architect. It's often not I usually make everybody an architect at some point in the fortress just to get shit built. We have spent quite a lot of points on our dwarves, haven't we? I mean, maybe we go in with 3 peasants? Oh shit, no, look, we need an goddamn organizer. There we go. An organizer who can also sing. And then we need a record keeper who can also sing. There we go. Leaving us with one more dwarf. What do we go with? Should we just go with someone who's only got social skills? Someone who's like purely like a speaker, persuader, liar, intimidator, etc. Oh yeah, I'm not fussed about the amount of money we've got. I think we'll be able to get all the bits we need. It might be nice to turn up with the actual arms and armour for our military, but that's probably a bit... That's a bit surplus. Actually, it's not required really, because like, we will be able to start building stuff fairly quickly. Are people still hot for our secondary doctor? Feels like a bit of a... That's a good point. Yeah, consoler. In fact, you know what? Let's actually have a consoler pacifier. There we go. Look, that's what their job is. To talk to people, calm them down. We can make them the goddamn tavern keeper or something. Give them a nice social job that puts them in contact with lots of people. Right, S, save. There we go, Scowntown. 2 words, why not? So, we've done that. Brilliant. We've named the fort, we've named the group. We do need a symbol still. The Inky Brain? What? That's not what our group's called, is it? No, we're called the Scorching Death Sack. Hang on, let's check the fort name hasn't changed. Mana Perfect? No. No. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's actually a naming convention. Thank you very much, and we'll be sticking with it for this particular fortress. Jesus Christ. There we go. Cryptbeards. There we go. That's what the fortress is called. No, I'm not having a doctor called that, Dave. That's just gone a little bit beyond the limit of what we can call our doctors. No. No. Absolutely not. We're not going for that one. Right, so that's everybody done. Let's go and look at our group symbol again. Y, there we go. The Inky Brain. Let's add a creature. I'm going to close my eyes and just allow the thing to click up and go as high as you like. And then this is our symbol. How many? 2. 2 starved horrors. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, so 2 starved horrors. What else should we put in there? No, not another creature. This time we want an artifact. Here we go. Okay, right. Close the eyes again, or at least look away from the screen. I'll tick us up. How many pages we've done? It's good. It's good. Now ready and stop. Unusual camshaft. Okay, interesting. Let's go to the relationship. Let's fuck it. We'll just do it again. The creatures, the twin horrors, are doing something with the books, and it's this. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh. X is raising Y. Okay. The 2 starved horrors are raising unusual camshaft. Do we need anything else? I don't think we do. This seems like a good enough... This is a good enough name. Or a good enough symbol, rather. Let's go and look at our items. Now, animals first. We're going to do the whole sheep thing again, because that worked for me. That worked for me very well. So, we go with 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 ewes. We go a couple of rams. And then that's that for them. Fantastic stuff. And then what are we doing for eggs? Do I bring geese? Do I bring ducks? Do I bring chickens? You know, maybe we'll be traditional. Let's bring some hens. 5 hens and a cock. Or a rooster, a couple of roosters. That'll work. Is there any other interesting animal that we could be bringing? Baby llama, mama, mama, baby llama, mama, mama, baby llama, Here's me singing a shit song over my favourite Dwarf Fortress track. What a maniac. What a fool. We're going to take some war dogs with us. There we go. It's quite a lot, but we should be good. And we're going to take one of each type of cat. Lady cat, boy cat. It's going to be good. Okay, there's our animals done. So we're going to need 10 copper picks because we have 10 miners. We only need 1 battle axe necessarily for our wood chopper, but it might be nice to have a spare. Iron anvil. Let's take 2. Got the money. We'll come back to the food. We'll take a shitload with us. Pigtail, threadcloth, bags, ropes, quivers, wood buckets, splints, crutches, wheelbarrows and step ladders. Okay, that's all well and good, but let's see what's available to us in this menu. Do I take weapons? Do I need to take weapons with us? Armour feels like it's going to be more useful, right? Could take metal bars with us. Could go ham and just turn up with tons of steel. No. Something else. Bodywear, we could take steel breastplates. Dr. Jekyll, that works better. That works better for me. That works a lot better. 5 picks, 5 axes, gypsum plaster. Gypsum plaster is probably a good one to take. Oh, I've got an itchy shoulder. Oh, that feels lovely. Because I was thinking taking arms and armour for the military, but we can build that. That's half the fun of the game, is building your fancy army clothes. Cheeses, powders, extracts, worm ichor. Oh, lovely. Gypsum plaster, there we go. Let's take 10 of them. Why not? I mean, realistically, it's just a shitload more food now that really excites me. Prepared giant fly eyes. Yummy. What else have we got? Picks. Don't need more picks. Do we take weapons with us? Seeds. Now that's a good point. That is a good point. We do want to kickstart our plump helmets. So, where are the seeds? Where are the seeds? Are we going to have to do search for them? We are, aren't we? Okay, back to the top. So if I type in seed, no. Maybe if we go down to garden vegetables, can we type in seed there? No. Bags and singles of meat for the 3 barrels. Plan ahead for a wood shortage. That's a good point. Oh, wood is an option here, so we can start with what would be the cool wood to bring? What's the cool kids' wood? Cherry wood, oak logs, apple wood, peach wood. We'll bring some pine logs for the lovely smell of pine wood. What else can we bring? Oh, it's spawn for plump helmet spawn, but that's probably already in the thingy, isn't it? So you're saying bring 1 of each type of meat? Okay. And this will garner us a barrel, you say, per type. Okay. Hello? What's going on here? Why am I suddenly now no longer able to acquire cougar meat, worm meat, prepared snail eyes? Ugh. I don't think we can we take 1 of each type of meat? This is madness. Bring plump helmets instead of spawns. That's a good point. Kangaroo lungs. Where are they? Plump helmet spawns. Get rid of those. Ah! There you go. Plump helmets. There we go. Let's bring a ludicrous quantity of plump helmets. There we go. No, wait. No, it's not 240, is it? I've transposed some digits. We've got a long way to go before we get to 420 plump helmets. Oh, it's not that far, look. Here we go. Oh, I've got overshot. There we go. 420 plump helmets, I say. That's quite the bukkake. Where are we going now? Do I want any of these other bits and bobs? Not really. Let's go back into the end screen. Maybe I should bring arms and armour for at least the lead people, right? The lead army boys. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go to here, and we're going to give them... Actually, looking at the mind-boggling variety on available, I'm already going cold on the idea. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just give them something else. Shields? Cheeses? Powders? Get everyone addicted to dwarven sugar, maybe? Plump explosion. Lovely. Bring some steel leggings for the duping. Well, we got... I see the smiley, but we do have a good old bit of fluxstone and iron here, so... Luciferium. Heavens above, I don't even know what that is. Is that a reference to something outside of Dwarf Fortress, or an actual Dwarf Fortress reference that I have completely had sail over my head? Threads, sheets, ropes, splints, crutches, miscellaneous. We'll bring some weapons. We're going to bring steel short swords. They're worth 420. Amazing. So steel short swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit! No, we're not. Bringing 2 shields. In fact, let's not bring any of that shit because they're so fucking expensive that you can't get that many of them. Mind you, we have got $2,000 to spend. That was actually a pretty good way of powering through this whole session. Let's take the dwarven wine and also the dwarven rum, because it doesn't make sense to leave anything else. Oh, there's the seeds! Oh, plump helmet spawn. That was the only kind of seed we could take with us. Oh well, we may as well take one of them at least. Is there anything else we want? Instantly addictive nanobot cake. Oh my goodness. Terrifying. Do we want to bring lots of veggies? Not sure we do. We can get them on site, surely. Surely. I think we've got everything that I want to bring. I mean, we could just sink the rest into steel bars. Because the real goal is adamantine. Steel is a poor man's adamantine, really. Barrels of bumblebee venom? They're only 1 point. My god! Imagine the effort that goes into harvesting that stuff and it gets given away for 1 trade point per barrel. That's insanity. Jesus Christ. Imagine racehorse spunk was going so cheap. We'd all be buying bin bags full of the stuff. And there'd be a lot of bandy-legged horses shuffling around, moaning. Hello Zastava, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. And I see that your focus on the slaying of the nobility still hasn't subsided. Very exciting. Wood, that's what we can bring. We'll spunk the rest of it on wood. Not at those prices we won't, but... Okay, I may have over-invested. It's just we don't have to take all the points, do we? We could just leave them. Okay, metal bars. I'm bringing, just to spend the money, we'll bring steel. Sod it. May as well get started. We've got 60 points left. Spend it all on dwarven rum. Ooh, maybe I should have brought... Whatever, that'll do. We're all good. Is everybody prepared for the embark? It's only taken 1 hour and 49 minutes to get to this point, so I hope you're all very excited. There we go. Here we go. Embark. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Gegetharim. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the wolves get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here, at this place. Momuzdurad. Cryptbeards. Strike the earth. Oh, Druids Mead, your sincere hopes are being sorely mocked by Dwarf Fortress, which has decided to crash. It just decided. It went, nah, I'm not staying on. I'm crashing. Fuck you. Stick it up your bum, son. Stick it up your bum. Stick it up your bum, son. Stick it up your bum. Okay, so we start playing Dwarf Fortress and we find ourselves our site again. Shit. So where was our environment? It was over to the right, wasn't it? And what was it that we had? That was it. We found an area that was... Hey, where was it? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember where the embark site was? Thank God we saved that setup though. Oh, I also need to do the whole give me 40 people cheat again, don't I? There we go. Good. Okay. Shit. Where was it? It was somewhere in this blue zone, wasn't it? First embark on a new world. One suggested fix is to reload DF. Well, we only have to reload the embark stuff. We don't have to do any of the embarking this time. So once we've found the site, we should be okay. Iron, gold, silver, copper, marble. Copper. Did I do it on... I did it on this embark here, didn't I? Yes, I did. That was how we did it. So it went that way. We smallarized it. We embiggened it. There we... Stop it, you fucking slack-jawed planet. There we go. This is where we want it to be. Embark. Enter, embark. And then we want Scoundtown. Oh, look, it's Coniferous embark. The annotated one. I remember you sent me that list, Coniferous. I still have to fully digest it. Coniferous has embarks down to a fine science, taking nothing but the raw ingredients. Embark preparations were not completed? Question mark. Ah, fuck you. Please tell me that this is going to stick finally. Crypt. There we go. Crypt. Beards. There we go. Cryptbeards. Bang. We're in. So is it escape to be done? It is escape to be done. Please tell me the group name's there. Not the Vault of Plunges. Ah, we were the Burning Death Sacks. The Vault of Plunges does have a certain sexiness to the name, but we won't go for that. The Mechanisms of Bolting, the Free Rock, the Contested Theatre, the Earthen Tongs, the Sack of Jade, the Armoury of Sinews, the Riddled Oars, the Mindful Hatchet, the Pages of Entering, the Tattooed Razors, the Humble Shields, the Dyke of Shades, the First Wall, the Boots of Gladness, the Green Ink, the Tapered Hames, the Fountains of Locking, the Lucky Bolts, the Glaze of Ticking, the Anvil of Connecting, the Short Wire, the Dipped Gold, the Mechanism of Jewels, the Ultimate Mirror, the Muscular Ceiling, the Noiseless Treatise, the Incinerated City, the Spear of Wilt. That had a sexy thing to it as well. The Room of Shells, the Carnal Oil, the Knife of Muscles, the Blotted Helms. The Bulbous Syrup, The waxy mechanisms, the boot of action, the bells of sinking, the strifeful channel, the cobalt hammers, the plank of defences, the urn of ash, the pillar of braiding, the tin girder, the cavernous blockade, the scarlet basement, the mortified corridors, the decisive rock, the ordered machine, the new flags, the cudgel of jungles, the lens of ancients, the copper fortification, the common seal, the imprisoned bolt, the radiant palace, the paddle of mortality, the steel shield, the rhyming staff lanterns, the spry bodices, the light paint, the blunt diamond, the special clasps, the torch of creation, the crypt of play. That one. Momus Tithal, the crypt of play. That's what we're going with. That's what we're getting. Done. So, all points spent. Good. Everything embarked, pointed, done. Yep, 3 points remaining. Put it in a dwarven beer. Buy a pigtail seed. Bosh. We are saving. Enter, enter. Embarking. Off we go. Hello, Sal. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended again. Your party of 7, hang on a moment, your party of 50, is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Sestanedem. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the dingoes get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here, at this place, Momosdorad. Cryptbeards, strike the earth. Cryptbeards XXVI is crashing again. Hooray! Brilliant. It looks like we may end up not even getting any Pause Fortress tonight. It is entirely possible that we will end up with nothing to show for this entire evening. Just a world that won't work. Come with me and you'll be in a world of frustrating crashes. Oh. A hoodie just fell off this chair in protest. Turns out, once again, my musical skills are enough to flay the hearing ability out of an unhearing creature. Not even a creature, object. Very exciting. No, not that way. Like that, like that, like that. Come on. There we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. Oh, need to do the whole thingy again. Here we go. Start dwarf 50. Brilliant. Embark, embark. Scoundtown. Oh, fuck you. Labour cradles and the ageless girders. It will have to do. We're going to try again. Embark. Embark. Giant jaguars are getting hungry this time, and that's all we need to know. Close the F-hack just for the embark, and then get it saved. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. 200 pregnant cats. That's terrorism, Zastava. You be careful there. Who could have guessed that cheating at every step would cause instability? I know. Madness, isn't it? Let me quickly check that there's nothing sort of hanging around open that I'm not expecting. Let's get rid of Dwarf Therapist. There we go. Very nearly accidentally closed down the old OBS there. That would have been a problem. I'm going to close down the launcher, the lazy noob pack. Is my camera still working or is it frozen? It's still working. We're all good. I can have a black screen with a face cam, right? That's allowed. Oh, someone sent me a message in Discord. Probably shouldn't get distracted. It's Kit Fox Game. Oh, is that you again, Clinidev? It's Clinidev doing all the promotion for me. How bloody lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, everything seems to be shut down. We're going to try the not using DF hack when we launch. That's the plan. So, DF, launching the lazy noob pack launcher. How do you close DF hack, by the way, without shutting down Dwarf Fortress? There's a question I can't answer. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Okay, so start playing. Dwarf Fortress, Region 1. Here we go. Well, I mean, I've reloaded Dwarf Fortress twice now, so, I mean, if that's what's needed, then we should be okay, right? We should be fine. Okay. There we go. Got all our dwarves. Let's come up to here. Go across to here. Bum. No. Bum. 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 Okay, so let's close down DF hack now if we can. Oh, we can't. Hang on, let me just check the command for closing DF hack. Close DF hack. There we go. Control Shift P. Oh, hang on, no. Does anyone know? I don't want to quit without saving, because you can just type die in for that, but that's no use to me. Maybe Sal? I mean, you would probably know more than I do about this, but we'll see. DF hack disable console. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to copy paste that in. Control C. Here we go. DF hack disable console is not a recognised command. Maybe if I just type disable _ console. Nope. Type in exit. No, close. Type in bum. Bum. Oh, actually, I typed bum there. Let's try again. Bum. Not that I would expect this to work. Bum. Oh, I can't spell. Doesn't matter. Okay, so apparently that's not an option. Will list commands. Nope. Nope. Oh, type help or question mark for a list of commands. Idiot. So it only gives me an option to type in die, which just closes everything. Force DF to pause, die, key binding, plugin management. Nah. There's no... Yep, apparently there's no shutdown. Capital L, capital S, you say? L is not a recognised command. Capital L, enter. No. Capital S, enter. No. Not doing anything for me. Interesting. We'll try one more time and then we'll just have to do something else, won't we? Maybe if it's not full screened and it's only small for some reason. Oh, LS. Escape. Hang on. Let's try that again. LS. Nope. Oh, yes. Sorry. Duh. It did. Unretire anyone. Unsuspend. Quick fork. Quick save. Repeat. Set FPS. Siren. Tame. Teleport. Tidlers. Ungeld. That's a lot of commands. Oh my god, that's a lot of commands. Burrow, clean, colour map, confirms, C probe, dig flood, dir map, dwarf monitor, dwarf vet, confirm, C probe, create item, curse check, D ramp, embark tools, fast dwarf, fix veins, flows, job, lair, liquids, map shop, misery mode, nest boxes, no pause, orders, plant, RB, rename, resume, reveal, save generated roars, seed watch, show mood, sound sense, stocks. My god, there's quite a bit. I just want to shut down the the thing. Purely because I suppose I could Alt F4 it, couldn't I? Let's give it a go. Alt F4. Oh, for fuck's sake! It just closes Dwarf Fortress. Okay. I'm gonna try that again. This time we're gonna just do one more power through. Here we go. So we start playing. Bang. Dwarf Fortress. Lovely. In it comes. We go straight to the location. Could just restart with DF hack disabled. We haven't got the save though. That's the problem. The issue is getting that save where the embark is ready to go. I did this before as well. This is not something that I've never managed to get to work before. Admittedly, we are using 10 more dwarves in this particular incarnation, but fuck's sake, can't be that bad, can it? Maybe it's too small an environment, put another layer on it and make it absurdly big. Fuck it, we'll give it a go. Let's see how it works. Go to Scoundtown. Embark preparations were fucking completed. Start playing. Here we go. This is the one. This is the one. Could just restart with DF hack disabled, but then we can't do this this thing. That's the problem. That's my problem with that, is that the whole premise of this thing that I've invested 2 hours into now is gone. Okay, there we go. K. Okay, there we go. That's that one. Oh, hang on, let's do that thing. There we go. Back to 50 start dwarves. Go on town. Lovely. Fortress name. Wire raked. Whatever. Let's just see if we can do it. Let's just get out there. Embark. Yeah? To Shirast Barush. Giant wolves. Not just wolves this time. Giant fucking wolves. F pause will pause DF hack. Kill lure. Okay, let's try that quickly while we're here. Kill. Oh, I need to hyphenate it. Okay, that might have worked. Type in F pause as well, just to be sure. The game was forced to pause. Okay, here we go. Ready? Hey! We made it! We made it. Immediate save. Can I DF hack quick save? QUICKSAVE. Here we go. We're saving. We're saving. We're going to nail this progress down like a butterfly. Well, a particularly robust butterfly. Most people pin butterflies, but in this case we've chosen to use nails for some godforsaken unknown reason. So either F pause or the kill LUA command saved our bacon here. So we can do that. Once the save is done, we can have a little assay of the area. A little survey, so to speak. Let's zoom out, get an idea of how big this area is. It's reasonably substantial. The volcano is a thick volcano. Look at that. Yikes. It's still got a full perimeter. It's this floor here where the perimeter of the volcano ends. Incredible. And we've still got a little bit of travel to the left as well. Right, let's zoom down, see what we're getting. Okay, there's our dwarves. Got a nice sandy side. Oh, a little river down there. We've got a few trees, but nothing really that's gonna sustain any real level of logging. Is this the origin of the river? Are we literally at the riverhead? There's an actual spring. Interesting. So we've got that little plain down there, fairly steep hill, and then we've got this sort of secondary area on the right with a bit of a plateau. Very nice, interesting, and they've got a few trees on the hillside, but not a whole load. Okay. I think I'm getting a sort of idea of what's happening here. Here's our dwarves. Right, so we zoom into our dwarves and take a look at where we want to actually penetrate the hillside. Hang on a minute, is Phobos looking different? It's got a little outline around all of the tiles, all the little characters. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so where do we want to slide into this mountainside? Do I want to go down to the bottom of the mountain and get in there? Or do we use this area for a little above ground shenanigans? I mean, it's not huge, is it? If I zoom back out, this area is fairly minimal. Fairly petite, if you will. Interesting. Could be a problem. It's 2:45 in the morning. Okay, I don't think we're actually going to strike the Earth this evening. We're going to have an idea. We'll have a little survey, figure out what we want. Obviously, we want to get some of this sand for glass making. I feel like if we make our entryway into the mountain... Actually, no, let's do something down on the bottom here. Let's go down here. Drill into the fortress from this level here. Look, because we've got some rhyolite or something. Soil, bit of stone immediately to get into. We've got robust digging dwarves. What's this? A trunk. Is that a whole... Well, that is a massive tree. Look at the size of it. It's got a 3x3 trunk. It's a high wood. Oh, okay. That makes sense. The high wood sounds like a kind of tree that might... What the hell is this thing over here? Oh, that's the saguaro, apparently. Isn't that a cactus now that I think about it? Saguaro is a cactus. Interesting. Ash, feather tree, maple, birch, highwood, pecan, almond. We're not going to get any fruit trees, are we? Maple, alder, maple, bayberry, apple. Okay, we can have apples. Almonds, willow. These are all going to be willow right this close to the water, aren't they? Yeah. Highwood, highwood. Okay, shit, we've got one apple tree. Jesus Christ. Maybe what I should do is just say, cut everything that isn't fruit down. Again, that seems like that could go horribly wrong, doesn't it? Sounds like it could go disastrously wrong. Okay, right. First off, I want a quick dig. We're going to do a little survey dig into the mountainside here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there? I think so. Actually, there? Yeah, there. So we're just going to dig back like that and see what we can get. See what we can find. Oh, look at that frame rate. Oh, 99 frames a second. 99 frames and the bitch ain't one. Let's get a little bit closer, shall we? Here we go. Get those miners skilling up. Give them a bit of levelage. That's right. Get in there. There should be 10 of you. You should be mincing through these rocks like nobody's business. Maybe I put an immediate little annex here for a trade depot, because digging into this rhyolite here feels pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Like that. And then... Wait. I've gone too far. That's a suitable spot. That's going to be one of those types of Dwarf Fortress faults, is it? Let's reboot. Let's reboot and see what we end up with. Here we go. Okay, so we're back in. Let's zoom in there. Let's continue playing. Bing bang bong. Could be that Fortress 25, Cryptbeards 25, is what they call what the kids these days call a cursed fortress. I know, it sounds insane. It sounds like madness, but I'm going with it. Hello, look, this whole... No, okay, there's a flat wall here. Last time it didn't seem to do that. Right. Okay, how deep? How deep can you dig? How deep can you dig? I really need to know. I'm going to make this all priority... Actually, priority 1 down the middle. We've learned this before. And then priority 2, he says, going the long way round. Oh, fuck. Just do it this way. Priority 2. Oh, you fucking spam handler. Can't you do Dwarf Fortress at 3 in the morning? Come on. Come on, scoundrel. Get with the program. Okay, so if you dig... if we dig this middle bit here, like that, at priority 1, they'll dig through that quicker, and then they'll do the side bits quicker as well, because they'll expose more dig face. And all 10 people will go. We've got a miners guild, that's nice. If I dig 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Fill it in. Bang. Done. Let's watch them dig. Let's watch them go. Cryptbeards 24 in the title, does it? Well, let's correct that. Let us take measures, shall we? Let us go forth and give us a correct title. Come on. Come on. So, delete that little eye out of there, and done. It should say 25 now. Here we go. It seems that doing that dig down the middle doesn't actually give our dwarves that much confirmed digging as it is. Oh, we've got a petition available. Hello. Yeah, they're running backwards and forwards. We need a little bit better exposure thing. 10 miners is not... well, it is good, but it's not working as spectacularly as I would hope. Let's try... I've got an interesting idea here. Soil is a famous levelling tool. So what I'm going to do is... maybe if I put some priority 7 digging here. Low priority. So the second they're not doing actual mining, they're going to do a little training scheme over here. The Hollow Guild has many members in Wireraked and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished with the hall designated for a miners' guild. Right, well, we'll come back on this. We're not going to accept or deny the petition because now is not the time. Now is not the time for that kind of palaver. Oh, I like the way they're cutting through that soil nice and quick. We will want to leave some diggable space to put our indoor farms in, but for now, it's nice. It's nice. Just get those extra free levels by digging through the soil, miners. You can do it. Okay, so priority number 1 again. I have not really experienced... Do we make the entry corridor for this particular incarnation of Cryptbeards a lunatic length? Oh my goodness. Seems like madness. Pure insanity. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because apparently I've completely lost my fucking mind. So... Gap. In fact, we'll do a 2 deep wall. Thusly. I'm going to do the old double back here. Because again, lunatic apparently. There we go. Make it priority 1 down the middle. Yeah? Yeah. And then... No? Ah, clever boy, scoundrel, you did it. Well done. Okay, enough self-congratulation. Let's let this digging continue. I want to get stuff indoors as soon as possible. And with that in mind, I should probably start digging some food storage chambers on the inside, shouldn't I? Actually, you know what? Maybe I want to make this like a triple threat switchback tunnel. Maybe not though, that seems like a double back seems good enough, right? Seems like a sensible enough option. Oh, we've got some gold in the walls. That's going to be awkward. Almost certainly going to result in horrible patchy wall situations. A channel there covered in bridges and flooded with magma would make a very nasty trap. That's very true. I feel like what we want to do is definitely exploit the magma for more military purposes. It's great for, you know, making weapons and whatnot, but you know, actually directly applying magma to your opponents is a valid military strategy, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't stop believing in the military. Breathing. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. What I do kind of like the idea of is a little drawbridge wall here that we can open and close to bypass this entire tunnel and have this tunnel festooned with doohickeys, flim-flam, jibber-jabbers, traps. That's the word I was looking for, traps. We should probably put a room opposite the trade depot to store all the trade crap that we don't want bunging up the place elsewhere. Then again, that's maybe not the best move. Could be worse. Gold nuggets as big as your head. Sounds nice. Xalfadzal said combat, and I say... Oh, God. Ratmen. Fucking Ratmen. Let's take a little look at Dwarf Therapist and see what's going on here. Dwarf Therapist. Had 50, we've got 50. Nobody's died yet. That's good. That's good. Did I? What? Dwarf Therapist screen's not working. Hold on. Oh, we had to figure this out, like, right at the end of the stream when we've got no time left. Fuck it. We'll have to just ignore Dwarf Therapist for now. Okay. We could kind of put like some storage stuff down here, but this open wall here is not ideal, is it? It's not an ideal positioning for that kind of gubbins. If I say dig at priority 3, and we can put a couple of barracks down this bit as well, but I don't want to catch this soil, you see. That's a problem right there. So we'll make the barracks further up this end, closer to the volcano. And we've got the barracks here. One, there's a door, and then we'll make it quite large. There we go. That should keep the miners busy and a little bit closer to the actual tunnel digging as well, which would be nice. And then once that barracks has been dug, hopefully it will have no soil in its walls. Once it's been dug, we can turn it into a temporary stockpile to bring stuff down from the surface, because that's a problem. We don't want all that shit being there. Oh, look at this. We going off food, drink, some kind of other terrible thing that I can't be asked to let you have. Come on, guys. What's the plan here? Go and carouse and cavort with our rat man killing friends? Okay, I'm okay with that. It's not the end of the world. Thankfully we've got some surface water here. Why they're going for the standing water and not the freshest of spring water, I don't know, but apparently that's just how it be. Fair enough. Ah, that nice big room. This is good. This is good. This can be pure stone walls. I think we'll be very chuffed with it. 40 idlers worth making a 1x1 stone dump, and that's not the craziest move actually. Let's do it in here. In fact, go bang, dump, escape. There we go, and we say DVD. Let's put all this stone into the dumping pile. Not the gems, Because I've got plans for the gems. Well, actually, I haven't got plans for the gems. I'm just going to make a gem stockpile, but they're relatively quick to pick up. However, sorry, who was it again? It was Druidsmead. Old Druidsmead has very rightly suggested that we start getting this shit sorted ASAP. Because it's a major pain in the arse if we don't. There we go. Seeing as it's now 3 o'clock in the morning, I will have to look to see who's streaming. Oh, fuck. I feel like we haven't got anywhere. I mean, I know we spent ages designing the initial Embark team, but I don't feel like we've really made massive chieves. Ah, you're about to stream. Right, well, Sal, if you get cracking, I'll be with you shortly. I will send in some peeps. Oh, a raid, rather. That would be the correct terminology, wouldn't it? God, my brain's shutting down. Here we go. Nearly designated all that stuff. Bang. Let's watch those idlers just spring into action. Boing. Here they come. Ba 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 ba. They're doing fantastic work here. Lovely quantum stockpiles from the very get-go. Incredible work, Scoundrel. Well done. No waddlers. No waddlers? No worries, Sal. I looked at Druidsmead saying there were 0 idlers, and for some reason the word worries and idlers became conflated in my mind, in my mouth in fact, and suddenly I was saying no waddlers. No waddlers, it's fine. God, they are taking, even with these very good miners, it's taking a long time for them to get around this corner. Let me just have a quick look in Dwarf Therapist and we'll see how good my miners are getting. Not that good. They're still all ones and... Oh, they're all level 2 now, so they've at least gone up 1 level digging through here. And I suppose, if we're digging through here right now, it makes sense that we would get these big tunnels dug with the low-level miners first, because the higher the level of the miner, as I understand it, the more likely they are to leave a piece of stone behind. Whereas in this bit, we ideally don't want that much stone knocking around if we can avoid it. There we go. This is looking good. Digging out a lot of space here. We can start bringing in some more dwarves. Maybe I put another barracks on the other side here. Maybe. Stone drop is 25% flat rate now. Oh, okay. So interesting. Is that the same with the ores as well? So your ore lumps come at the same sort of 25% rate? Or is that not the case? Is that foolishness? Foolish Tom Noddy Titwanks. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, here's me thinking my miners needed to be high level, and turns out not so much. I mean, yes for speed, not really for other reasons. Ah, okay. Speed and happiness. Speed and happiness. What a combo. Come on, finish digging that room. Maybe I should have made this a higher priority. Come on, Scoundrel, don't be such a fool. D, we're going to make this room here priority 2. And then... oh, for fuck's sake, come on. There we go. I'm going to make these bits at the side 3. So, in theory, what they do is, while one dwarf is able to keep getting all these ones in the middle out, they all go and do that room over there. Which seems like a reasonable thing to decide to make them to do, right? And also, over here, bonk, kabonk. We want to make that priority 2 as well. Bang. That should be good, right? Yeah, should be great. should happen nice and quick. More dumps. We've got idlers. Okay, DBD. Debud, as they say. Let's dump all this here in the corner like that. And then we can do all this stuff here. Okay. They have uncovered a hell of a lot more, haven't they? Here's me. Let's use the mouse for a bit of quick hot designation. Yeah, baby. Designating speed. I think I accidentally might have dumped all of the gear one of those miners is carrying, but oh well. Bit late now. Bit late now. You've gone and done it. Oh, you silly thing. You really gone and done it now. Excuse me. That went a bit lower than I could. There we go. Box select with mouse. Oh, yeah, of course. I suppose I could do that. That makes a lot of sense. Man, even with 50 dwarves, clearing out these corridors is not happening that fast, is it? Still taking some time. Also, my miners appear to be bloody hauling stone. What's all that about? I mean, obviously, it seems to have a lot of synergy. It makes sense that miners would be hauling stone, but Jesus Christ, come on. Come on, people. Oh, at least they're all going down to the river for a drink, rather than getting that stagnant pond water. That was a bit much, I think. Right, we need to build workshop, Carpenters Workshop. I'm bunging that here. Temporary work. We're going to make a mason's workshop. That's going there. Fantastic. I'm going to make a stockpile for... No, that's not a stockpile, you fucking idiot. P. Wood. Let's bring the wood down. Pop it all over here. There we go. That'll do. Once we've got a bit more space cleared, then we can put in some mechanisms, door, weirbeast. That's a very good point. Build mechanics workshop. W. Where's the mechanics? T. Of course it's T. T for mechanism. Bung that there. Lovely. B. G. Don't want a retracting bridge. Want it raising that way. Bonk. Gonk. And we'll make it out of... We could make it out of steel bars. I feel like I want to make it out of something else, actually. Let's... DBC. Let's reclaim all the bobbins we put in this pile here. There we go. Now we should have better materials. BG... open that way. UUKKK. There we go. Bung it there. Should we put it there? Is that good? Yeah. Make it out of rhyolite. How many do we need? 4. Let's make it out of quartzite. Seems like a cool material to make a bridge out of. Lovely. Still needs its mechanisms, but once that's been built, it just needs a mechanic, which we do have, so that's all cool. That's it, that's been made. Mason's workshop's been made. Lovely. I feel like a mechanics workshop is a little bit more important now, just to get those lovely mechanisms on the go. Okay, just in the interest of getting that top room done first, we're making this all priority 4. That's it. Come on, lads. Top room first. Once that's done, we're all good. Got a few more boulders to designate for dumping here, but as long as we keep on top of it, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's a shame that I didn't think to do more wheelbarrows, to be honest. If we brought some wheelbarrows, we could have had that stone being shifted in no time, couldn't we? Could have just brought it all into a stockpile and then slam straight into the old quantums. Ah well, never mind. I like the fact that a lot of this corridor is now exposed. So here we go. Look, yeah, baby. Now they get digging. Near the end of the corridor, that's good. However, I'm now going to promote this to priority 2, and the dwarves can get in there and get cracking on it. Right, you. Still no mechanisms. Why? What are you doing, mechanic? Hauling stuff? Not my favourite way for you to be spending your time, I have to say. Never mind though. Right, right click, enter. Like that. Oh yeah, you said... There we go, yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? Lovely. Did my table just vibrate like a phone had gone off? That's weird. My phone's over there. Even if anyone was sending me messages on it, I wouldn't be able to know. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe I should check WhatsApp. Someone could be desperately trying to message me saying, "You've done something stupid. We can all see your dick on stream." No WhatsApp messages, and I don't think I get contacted under any other regime of communication. That's it. It's WhatsApp or nothing. Well, I suppose obviously Discord. Right, I think that's been done now, yeah? No, still waiting for a mechanic. Come on, boys. One weird creature and it's all over. Druid's Mead made a very good point. We need to get you indoors, locked down, ASAP. Okay, now... Even though we've got the dumpers all over the place, I want to bring as much food as possible down into the fortress, so make an enormous food stockpile. That should get things moving. Okay. Now, as it stands, here we go. Gap, thing. There, go over here, yeah, and here we go. This is what it's all about. There we go. And then just a little bit there and a little bit there, and we are good. Good stuff. And that second room is nearly done, which is very nice. Do a little bit more... get a bit more of this dump stuff done. And then we'll call it time to wind up, because I've just realised I said to Sal to start streaming. And here I am, getting into Dwarf Fortress when... Realistically, I should be passing on the torch, right? We should be passing that sweet, sweet baton. That's a good point. We need to start making food and gathering stuff. So if I do a zone up here, bear with me, I'm going to assume these are plants that can be gathered from. G, gather, pick fruit. Should be it. Yeah, that's what we want. Hopefully that will get us some food. Oops, calm down. And then we also need some other stuff, don't we? Anyway, things are happening. That's the main thing. The fortress is moving. Everybody's getting down into the ground. I don't think I've started with the most efficient beginning I could. But it's also not the least efficient, is it? It's got a little bit of efficiency. We have found some success here. These rooms are all ready, so that's good. So, with that in mind, let us save the game and go over to the home screen, where I will do my debrief bump. No, it's a dwarf hack command. In the embark site choice area, when you're choosing your embark site, you type in start dwarf, all one word, no capitals, space and the number of dwarves you want to start with. You can also type in points space number of points you want. So those are just like embark options that you have. Oh, the game's already saved. Blimey, that was quick. There we go. So let me quickly just go and check that Sal is live, because she might not be. There's a chance she's not yet. Oh, I didn't put my going live notice in her thing. Never mind. It's too late now. It's too late now. Delete that before I can put another thing in. Okay, so if you're interested in seeing any more of my streams, my regular streaming times are Thursdays and Sundays, late night. Often so late night that they technically become Fridays and Saturdays and Mondays. But, whatever. Oops, sorry, I'm closing down stuff that's still vital for the running of the stream. How rude of me. Let's have a little scroll down here. Where is Sal? Has she started yet? Not according to my listings. Oh, no. There she is. I see her. Spooky biomes and abhorrent filth, apparently. Heavens above. I love abhorrent filth. It's one of my favourite things in the whole wide world. Blimey. Cool. Anyway, as I said, Sundays, Thursdays, those are my general nominal streaming times. I do try and do daytime streams during the week. I'm a little bit busy putting together a Jingle Cats video in time for Jingle Jam, but we'll see what happens. There may be a few Blender streams or something in between here and the next one. We shall see. Okay, so if I type /raid space Salford Sal, all one word, that should give you the option to opt out of the raid, should you so wish. Of course, you don't have to. You can come with us, or you can stay behind. It's entirely your option. 15 of us. Sounds good. Thank you very much for watching. It has been a genuine pleasure streaming for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed it almost as much as I have. And I will be back next time. See you later. Bye. He says, hiccuping and burping at the same time. Oh, God, that sounded horrific. See you later. Bye. You're more than welcome, Connor. There we go. And those of you watching the YouTube recording, goodbye to you too. And those of you watching the VOD, bye to you as well. Bye. Bye.